Alright guys, now people always ask me, how do I manage to do all this stuff during the day? Well, I just do. I work, I eat, I share, and I get to do demos and tutorials as well. So in this one, no exception really. Now, a lot of people say it's really difficult to count drum and bass. Well, sort of is and isn't really. It depends if your ears are tuned to it. But now, using this sort of technique, it's not only it's a good way of learning how to count drum and bass, and also it's quite good occasionally to bung into the mix. What we're going to do is go on the offbeat. Now, first of all, I'm going to just bung the camera there. There you go, I've done that, so I'm going to put the camera there now. Right. See if you get my humour, eventually you'll get it. There's absolutely no logic to it whatsoever. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to play you... I'm going to just bang me hand there. Right, that's that tune, and that's that one over there. The reason you can't hear anything is because it's not on. Right, let me bring this back a bit so you can see what's going on. I haven't got my wide angle lens, you see, so I do apologise. Right, what I wanted to make a note of is the crossfade. Right, stop that one. Now let's get the beginning of this one. Now first of all, what you need to do is make sure they're beat matched. No, I've got the headphones in. Right, never mind. Right, I'll just do that now. Hold on. Let's get them matched up. Right, I'll do. Okay, right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually bring this one in here on the offbeat. So in other words, you've got one, cha, 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 cha. Of course, with counting drum and bass, ideally what you need to do is concentrate on the snare, which is the cha as opposed to the bum. So you're counting on the 2 and the 4. In other words, the bass kick is the 1. The snare is the 2, bass kick is the 3, and the snare is the 4. Boom, cha, cha, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bass snare, like that. What I'm going to do is bring this guy in on the bass beat. So not only then are we having an offbeat, we're also having a double snare, and this is where you can A, have a bit of fun while you're mixing the drum and bass, and then B, it's a good way of learning how to count drum and bass, more importantly how to define between the bass and the snare, and also how to congeal the whole thing together. In other words, what you'll find by practicing something like this, it makes you understand the whole philosophy of how the beat actually works. So if I just put that one over there. Now what I'm going to do is get this one ready. I'm going to explain first of all, so it'll be messy and all over the place, and then I'm going to use the crossfade so you can hear what's going on. So, swing this forward a bit. I'll count as well. From that first beat, by the way, the track you're listening to is The Future Sound of Cambridge. I like it. Logistics, track entitled Together, I believe. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, normally you bring it in like this. Like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it in on the offbeat. So in other words, instead of bringing this on the count of 1, I'm going to bring this on the count of 2. Let's have a listen. Find it? And it's, do you know what? It's really difficult when you're so used to bringing it in on 1. This is why it's difficult, but it's good fun. Now listen. Right, now logically it's going to sound slightly... right, there you are. Right. Right. Now, logically it's going to... yeah, right. It's going to sound different depending on which particular tracks you find or you play or you use. But the whole emphasis here is to try and get your ears... Alright, the thing is, when you're mixing on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, to begin with, you will possibly, let's say, right, start again. All of a sudden, you decide you want to become a DJ, and you're thinking, how do I count? Well, of course, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Quite often, people find it really difficult to start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Eventually, when you get to counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, you and you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There comes a point and a stage at which you don't even have to count. It's automatic. You can feel a change in the music, the break, the feel. You can sense something's coming, or you know, when I say you sense, ow, not like that. More like it's coming because of the timing, the bars, the phrases. But what you do find once you reach that point, it's not impossible, but it's very difficult to start chucking things in at the wrong time because you're so used to the 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 in, like so. So doing it like this, 1, 2, 3, you like that? See, see, feet as well, up and down. Right. So by bringing it in on the 2, it's almost what you're doing is you're going against the principle of counting. But it's expanding your mind, it's helping you, and of course in turn it means you can mess around and change the beats. So again, if I'd have chosen some wicked tracks that work really well together, what you would find is you could almost have a mashup with the actual beats itself. So in other words, instead of dum cha cha dum cha, you'd have dum cha 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 cha. Excuse me a second. Look at that, that's a happy cat. Madagascar! See? Just vamooshed. Phone. Right, phone's going. Don't forget, practice and enjoy. Okay, excuse me.